Good Monday morning, everyone. This is Jacob Melton here in the Southern Michigan Weather Center with your forecast update for Monday, December 2nd, 2024. The big story over the holiday weekend across the Great Lakes region has been the lake effect snow, and we expect the lake effect snow to continue as we start off the new work week. And some of this lake effect snow today could be significant in some of our typical lake effect snow zones. We will break down how much snow we're expecting and what will go on towards the middle of the week with a potential clipper system in this forecast update. Taking a look now at the winter weather headlines in effect for portions of the area. In the pink shading, we have a winter storm warning. And it is the winter storm warning areas where we expect generally the heaviest snowfall accumulations from this lake effect event today into tonight. Further to the south across Berrien and Cass counties, as of the recording of this forecast update, you still have a winter storm watch in effect. We are expecting an eventual either upgrade to a winter storm warning or replacement with a winter weather advisory, and we will have updates on social media as soon as that becomes available. So monitor our social media pages for continued updates on the headlines in effect. Surrounding the winter storm warning, we have a winter weather advisory in the purple shading. And that is where we're expecting a little bit less in the way of snow, but still enough to cause some travel issues. The very worst of the travel issues will be in the winter storm warning area, but we want you to be aware of travel issues throughout the day within our typical lake effect snow zones. Taking a look now at our futurecast model. And this particular model we're looking at is the HRRR model, or the high resolution rapid refresh, which has done a relatively good job of showing the lake effect bands over the last few days. Starting off here at 7 o'clock this morning, the lake effect is already ongoing across some of our far western zones closer to the lake shore. Going throughout the day, we expect the lake effect to continue, and if anything, maybe become slightly more widespread towards the latter half of the day. And as you can see here with some of the deeper blues, those are our locally heavier snowfall rates that we were talking about, which would cause the snow to add up for some areas. And continuing on, in the Monday evening, the snow continues. And that will be the general theme in the early Tuesday morning as well. Going later into Tuesday, we do expect the snow to back off some. There may be a few snow showers ongoing, but we're not expecting too much in the way of activity, at least for our Tuesday, at least according to this model run. And as we end the model run here, as you can see, there is our next clipper system that we've been monitoring the last few days. For Tuesday night into Wednesday is when that clipper system will be around. Taking a look at our potential snowfall forecast for this lake effect event. And this forecast will be running through Tuesday evening, but we really expect the bulk of the accumulating snow to be done by Tuesday morning. As you can see, once again, in southwest lower, especially closer to the lakeshore you are, that is where we're expecting some of the heavier snowfall totals from this event. And same goes for some in northwestern lower Michigan, like Traverse City. You could be seeing a good amount of snow for those of you that may be watching up there. But, again, in southwest lower, and I must exercise caution in saying that there may be a sharp cutoff in the heavier totals depending on where the lake effect bands end up setting up. Like the computer model simulation we showed you, that is a computer simulation. The radar may not look exactly like that, and whereas depicting the heavier snow bands may not be where those bands exactly set up. But, so, not all of you in the 8 to 12 inch zone might see 8 to 12 inches. Some of you might see less than that. To the contrary, if you end up one of the heavier persistent snowbands, there's potential for localized areas to exceed 12 inches of snow through tomorrow morning, depending on where those bands set up. And with that same sharp cutoff, as you generally head further east, you'll see less in the way of snow. And for some of us in like southeast lower, you might not see much of anything in terms of snowfall. You'll still see the clouds stick around, and I can't rule out a few snowflakes, but not much in the way of accumulation generally expected for southeast lower, at least with this round. That might change for the Clipper system later in the week, which we will be discussing here shortly. Taking a look at some of the latest guidance we have available for the Clipper system that we're looking at later Tuesday night into the day on Wednesday. This model we're looking at here is the North American Mesoscale, also known as the NAM model. And Tuesday evening, the system is off to our northwest, beginning to move into the region. And it will move in beginning Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Now, I think it does have rain being depicted for parts of our area. I think Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, that's overdoing the rain a little bit. It will probably be more in the way of snow. But as we continue throughout the day, that will work its way through the area with snow showers in the morning. But Wednesday afternoon, late morning into the afternoon, I would not be surprised to see some rain begin to mix in, especially the further south and east you are. You may see some rain mix in with the snow showers as well. As we head later in the Wednesday, as the colder air begins to work in on the backside, we do expect an eventual transition mainly to snow showers once again. And heading into Thursday behind the system, we do expect another uptick in lake effect snow activity. And early indications are that we may be looking at some more significant accumulations during the day on Thursday in some of our typical lake effect zones. It is too soon to discuss exactly how much in terms of lake effect snow accumulations, but we will continue to watch model trends, and we'll have updates on that as soon as the timing becomes appropriate. Taking a look now at our 7-day forecast planner. Again, today we are watching the lake effect snow. Some accumulations could be locally significant in some of our lake effect snow zones, and we had the day highlighted for travel impacts again in those typical lake effect snow zones we talked about earlier. Tuesday, there may still be a few lingering lake effect snow showers, but we are not expecting too much in terms of additional accumulations during the day on Tuesday. Tuesday night into Wednesday, that Clipper system we talked about begins to move in. On Wednesday, we may be looking at some rain potentially mixing in with the snow showers, especially the further south and east you are located. Thursday, we are expecting lake effect snow showers behind the Clipper system, and we will need to watch that for some potential significant lake effect snow accumulations in some of those typical lake effect snow zones. Stay tuned for updates as we approach that time frame. Friday into the weekend, we do expect things to quiet down a little bit. Friday night into Saturday, we are watching another potential little system which could bring some snow. Again, timing is uncertain on that as we head that far out, but really I think we do quiet down a little bit as we head towards the weekend. And we will also see an eventual warming trend, but nothing too major in terms of a warm-up. This is Jacob Melton here in the Southern Michigan Weather Center, wishing you a great Monday on the start of this new work week, and be safe if you have to be out today in those lake effect snow zones.